Hey everyone, Cody over here, and I'm with my friend
Ryan,
and we are going to talk about Netflix's first featured movie, I guess you can call
hmm
it, Bright, starring Will Smith and Joel Edgerton. I think that's his pronunciation, and I love him, by the way. So we're going to talk about the positives and the negatives, and of course, before we get into that, what were your overall thoughts?
I really liked it. I tried to stay away from all the reviews and everything. Wanted to watch it on my own, so can make my own opinion.
This is hookah, by the way. It's not weed.
Yeah, right. But I really enjoyed it. I thought the acting was good. The world they set up was really interesting to me. The premise was cool. A couple, some of it was predictable, but most movies are predictable. But one part got me. We'll talk about it a little bit, but I thought it was really good, and I tweeted out that I really dug it, and guy I follow said that there's two more sequels coming out planned.
Really?
So that's really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the story and go more about with the world and explain more of. But they left out a lot of stuff. I noticed we were watching it. I'm like, there's a freaking dragon flying in the background, and they didn't even mention dragons at all. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do going forward and progress with the story.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely down to watch a sequel and make it a trilogy for sure. I am so glad that you enjoyed it because I was reading a lot of negative reviews and feedback about it and how it was like lackluster, but I really enjoyed it for what it was. It had action, it had obviously a little campy Will Smith's like corny ass lines.
it's alright.
Um,
I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
enjoy campy humor when it's certain
Yeah.
times in a movie. So
But when this movie first was announced, I was kind of like, how are they going to make a world with orcs, humans, and elves like work? And I think they hit like the perfect level where it worked. It wasn't like ridiculous. It was kind of odd, and they still had like I like that they had like I guess like a hierarchy of. And it's kind of like in our world too, don't we kind of have that?
Yeah,
You
pretty
know
much.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I overall I really enjoyed it and I highly would recommend it.
Yeah.
This sounds like an outro, so I know we were talking about positives, but let's talk more positives. What are some things that you really
You mean positives or negatives?
positives?
Positives. The background, the story, it seemed really interesting to me. They mentioned a lot of stuff that they didn't show, so it intrigues me to see with sequels. They mentioned the 9 races joining together to fight the Dark Lord.
They mentioned that?
Yeah, and
cool.
they only showed 3, and they mentioned dwarfs. So where are the rest? And the dragon I saw. So there's some interesting things that they could go forward with. So I think the building that they did, setting everything up, was good, and hopefully will lead to good things going forward with the story. I thought the action was really good. The car chase scenes, the fight scenes, were all
the
good.
scenes are really
The
good.
scene in the gas station was pretty cool with the
that
car.
was my favorite one.
Yeah, the car spinning around and pushing people back and forth. That stuff was really cool.
It kind of reminded me of like Fast Furious.
Yeah. The elf, I forgot, Infernies?
Infernies.
Yeah, they're like assassins basically kicking everyone's ass. That was cool. The orcs are cool. I liked how everything was set up and they showed all the makeup was really cool.
Yeah.
The orc makeup and everything. Overall, I thought it was really good. Especially, I don't know if this is Netflix's first movie, but it was really good. If I was in the theater watching it, it would have been a theater movie. It didn't have to be on Netflix.
Well, I'm glad. I guess let's talk some negatives then. What were some things that didn't? I can say like, even though I was talking about how it hit like not too cheesy, the premise of a wand felt a little cheesy about how important it was. So
yeah.
There were moments when I was like, oh, brother. But it didn't take me away because then I would just be reminded that I'm already watching like a semi-fantasy world anyway, so I should kind of accept it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The wand stuff, after a while it was kind of funny hearing them talk about wands all the time.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't fit. But negatives, I guess, some of the stuff was predictable. Him grabbing, spoilers if you haven't watched it.
Oh, yeah, spoilers.
Will Smith, when he grabs the wand and picks it up, he's like, it's part of the prophecy, whatever. It's like, obviously, he's going to pick it up. It's not going to blow up. So that part was, you can see it's coming.
Did you think it was cheesy when Tika brought him back to life?
That part caught me off guard. I thought he was dead.
Ah.
But then when she got the wand out, I'm like, oh, okay, she's going to bring him back to life.
Yeah.
But when he died, I was surprised. I was like, oh, wow, they killed him?
Yeah.
But then she, at first she pulled the wand out. I thought she was going to blow everybody up. But then when she ran to the pit where he fell in, I was like, okay, she's going to bring him back up. So that was kind of predictable, but after you kind of see where they're going with it. But when they first shot him, I was like, oh, they killed him. I was like, oh, okay.
I also think it's like I know it's like a basic movie and a lot of things should be easy to catch. Like you caught things easy, but I got a little confused. So, but I tend to get confused a lot when I watch things.
Well, there's a lot going on because they have to set up, the orc's backstory, the elf's backstory, the backstory of the Dark Lord, what the wand does, what the brights do, what fairies are.
And they just throw things
so
in.
I think this movie would be beneficial if you watched it maybe 2 times. Which I would watch it again, no problem. But I'm sure if I watch it again, I'll pick up some stuff I might have missed,
right?
Like backstory wise. But yeah, you have to kind of pay attention. We had subtitles on, and that helped a lot, so you can hear it, but also like when there's gunshots going on, all that stuff, you could read some of the stuff they're saying. But yeah, like there's a lot of backstory going on.
Subtitles now?
No, but it's okay for this one. But
I love subtitles.
I like subtitles on like Japanese anime, but when I can understand what they're saying, I just want to hear. I just want to hear the English. But yeah, I think there's a lot of backstory and building where you can kind of get lost in some of this stuff, and you're kind of like, what did she say? Who's that? Why can they do this? So there's a lot going on, so it's easy to kind of get missed on some of this stuff.
Agreed. So thank you for, validating that I was not too dumb to get lost here and there.
No. There's a lot going on, but I think they did a good job. Like for a first movie with this amount of backstory going on, I think they did a good job.
Yeah, I think they did too. And now that we're getting Bright 2 and 3, we can talk about it when it gets here. Do you have any hopes for what they would focus on? Do you want it to be Will Smith and Jacoby again?
I'm sure it'll be them again, especially because he's the only human that can use the wand.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come back. Hopefully there's more magic involved, and hopefully
more magic.
They go over the other races because
I would love that. Like their strengths more.
Yeah, and I think if they said there was 9 and they showed 3 and mentioned 1, there's still 5 left or 4 left. So
what did they mention?
Well, there's dwarfs and then the 3.
Yeah.
So that's 4, and I don't remember if they mentioned anyone else. So that leaves at least 4 or 5 left. So are they gnomes, trolls, dragons, different dark elves, like
fairies?
Fairies. Maybe fairies another race too, I guess.
I don't know.
But there's other things they haven't mentioned. So to see what they do with that, like I said. I know I said it a couple times, dragons. Yeah. What are the dragons doing around? They're talking and stuff, and there's like a giant dragon flying through the city, and like nobody's saying anything about it. Like, what the hell's going on with that?
Ryan's like,
there's a dragon.
I want to talk about this.
Yeah, what's going on? So there's a lot more they can talk about, and hopefully there's some new stuff with the magic. Maybe there's other types of wands or something. So they have a lot they can build on, which is really cool. So hopefully there'll be new stuff and not like a run through of another group of elves want the wand to bring the Dark Lord back. Maybe there's some other stuff they can go on with.
Yeah.
So
those are some good hopes.
Yeah.
I would like to see like 2 other protagonists, kind of like how True Detective did it, even though it flopped. But at the same time, like I kind of think they made good partners. They really fit. And I'm very kind of weary of Will Smith at this point. It's like, oh god, they picked him because he's a blockbuster star, blah blah blah. But he fit this like semi-humorous, semi-fantasy, semi-real world. So
yeah, I thought it was fine. The director was David Ayers, who did Suicide Squad. Will Smith was in that. He's kind of just Deadshot in this movie to me, which is fine. I like Will Smith.
David Ayers did a better job with this.
I thought this movie was better than Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't really like Suicide Squad. But I like Will Smith. I like Joel Edgerton. I think they could probably bring someone else in. Maybe another race. Maybe a dwarf. An elf or some. Well, they don't have Tika the elf lady, but maybe another race or another character to help. So there's room to bring in other people, and I think over time, bring in other people. I think it'd be really cool. I think you could build from there. So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by and listening to our rant about Bright. And I'm so glad you liked it.
Oh, it's really good.
He had all these little cheesy cues where he's like, Yeah. It's funny. He likes cheese.
I'm a cornball. I laugh at stupid stuff. So.
Yeah, but that's what makes you cool.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Take your word for it. Take my word for it.
Right.
Okay. So where can people follow you?
I'm on Twitter, RYMyers25.
And I'm at KAORIOUS everywhere. And you can also press that thumbs up button, click subscribe, and then comment below and tell us if you liked Bright or not, and what you might look forward to if you've seen Bright for the next future movies. All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Peace.